This video is intended for trainees and NCOs of Task Force Trauma. For NCOs preparing to run new guys through their qualifications, each role and course is chaptered for quick access. You made it to the final phase of the initial training program. After choosing a role and qualifying, you'll become a reservist. Reservists undergo a trial period where administration monitors each individual's performance. If 3 ITPs and 2 events are attended, a reservist is available for active squad placement. To choose a role, access the arsenal, navigate to loadouts,
Go to default loadouts,
and equip your desired kit. Self-educate on whatever role by watching this video and brace for testing. Autorifleman, the suppressive asset for the fire team, designed to overwhelm enemy positions with volumes of fire. Maximum effective range of 400 to 800 meters depending on faction. Difficulty rating 1. Gather the loadout and head to the Autorifleman range. Access inventory and inspect what is available. Carry at least 800 rounds of ammunition and 1 spare barrel. If able, rest your machine gun on an object before firing.
every time you engage, fire 5 to 20 rounds and never tap fire.
To engage, begin your burst and slowly move your muzzle left to right. When the movement and burst is completed, cease fire for 1 second to recover from recoil. Begin again, now going right to left. Keep the targets down. This is not a representation of what you will see on the battlefield. The goal of this exercise is to teach you how to use a machine gun. This method creates a cone of fire, limiting hostile movement downrange. Practice point firing with tracers. Sights are not required for an auto rifleman to be deadly.
Take note of the rate of fire of your machine gun. The higher the rate of fire, the faster you sweep your muzzle.
If a weapon jam is experienced, fix the malfunction and change barrels via self-interact, equipment, swap barrel. The more you shoot, the hotter the weapon gets. Hot weapons increase the chances of malfunctions. Auto Rifleman qualification. Suppress each group of targets with sights and reload. Then, suppress each group of targets without sights and reload. Every target within their respective groups must be hit before moving on to the next. Then, conduct a barrel change.
Must be completed within 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Grenadier. Tactical support for the fire team. Equipped with a variety of munitions for situational needs. Maximum effective range of 200 to 450 meters depending on faction. Difficulty rating 2. Gather the loadout and head to the Grenadier range. Access inventory and inspect what is available. Carry an equal amount of white smoke rounds as HE rounds. To use your underslung grenade launcher, aim down sights and press F until the GL's optic is visible. To change what type of round is being used, rotate scroll wheel and press spacebar. Orange smoke rounds are used to mark targets for friendlies to see. White smoke rounds are used to block the enemy's line of sight. High explosive rounds are used to suppress hostile infantry. Hunt IR rounds are quick deploy drones to observe the battlefield. To use Hunt IR, fire a round into the air, self-interact, go to equipment, and select Activate Hunt IR Monitor. W and S will transition what camera the monitor is connected to. A and D will adjust the camera's magnification. N enables night vision, and arrow keys will move the camera. There is a compass to the bottom right of the screen. Be aware of what direction you are oriented before firing so proper callouts can be provided. To use other rounds, zero your optic appropriately before firing via page up and page down. In an active engagement outside of urban combat, fire at will. Ask permission to use HE when within urban environments. An effective repetition to keep in mind while making contact with the enemy is to conceal their line of sight with white smoke rounds first, then follow up with HE. Grenadier qualification. Successfully fire HE rounds into the bottom and top floors of both buildings. Then fire white smoke rounds at the infantry set behind sandbags and follow up with HE. The HE must score hits on target to qualify. Must be completed within 1 minute and 45 seconds. Rifleman. Lethal precision and flexibility for the fire team. Takes command if the fire team leader becomes a casualty. The rifleman is the most dynamic role of the squad. Maximum effective range of 400 to 800 meters depending on faction. Difficulty rating 3. Gather the loadout and head to the rifleman range. Access inventory and inspect what is available. Carry a liberal supply of ammunition. Additional items are recommended like wire cutters. To use wire cutters, global interact with a fence or razor wire object. Press F to show the weapon's profile and discover the optics 0. An optics 0 is the point where the sight picture intersects with the weapon's ballistic trajectory. If you are zeroed for 300 meters, you will need to aim low to hit a closer range target. If the target is further than 300 meters, you will need to aim above it. Each mil dot of the reticle, if the reticle is purpose-built for the weapon system, is a 100-meter spread. When engaging targets at unknown distances, it is recommended to fire 1 shot low, 1 shot mid, and 1 shot high. Each target is approximately 100 meters apart to a maximum range of 800 meters featuring 2 separate lanes. The Rifleman should set their squad's command frequency on a secondary channel in case the FTL gets hit. To do so, open your radio and press numpad 2 or the next channel button. Set the frequency to whatever your instructor desires and go back to your original channel by pressing numpad 1 or previous channel. Rifleman qualification. Engage the left lane of targets from 100 meters to 800 meters, then the right lane from 800 meters to 100 meters. Must be completed within 1 minute. Establish fireteam and squad comms, giving confirmation to the instructor. Then take down the fence obstacle with wire cutters. Lastly, complete the run and gun drill within 25 seconds. Medic, the combat lifesaver of the squad, tasked with ensuring the survival of injured squad mates. Maximum effective range of 400 to 600 meters depending on faction. Difficulty rating 4. Gather the loadout and head to the medic range. Access inventory and inspect what is available. Elastic bandages are used to treat wounds quickly but have a greater chance of reopening. They should be employed during high-risk situations. Quick clot bandages are less effective at treating wounds but reduce the chances of reopening. They should be employed in most situations. Splints remedy fractures, getting the patient closer to the personal aid kit state. Saline mitigates blood loss. If a patient has a yellow titled blood level, they need 250 to 500 milliliters of saline. If the patient has an orange titled blood level, they need 750 to 1500 milliliters of saline. If the patient has a red titled blood level, they need 2000 to 3000 milliliters of saline. Personal aid kits are used after a patient is nearly treated to clear the rest of their injuries.
Painkillers treat mild pain, while morphine treats severe pain.
Medics with the squad drone's qualification are permitted to carry a UF terminal, but can only control medical drones. Medical drones always carry extra medical items for resupply, and some can transport casualties. Medic qualification. The instructor will wound 2 practice patients with a handgun, firing no more than 5 rounds each. The medic must fully treat the practice patients without assistance, verbally detailing each step of the medical procedure. Must be completed within 4 minutes. Radio operator. The eyes and ears of the squad, tasked with relaying vital information to other elements and coordinating tactical plans. Maximum effective range of 400 to 600 meters depending on faction. Difficulty rating 5. Gather the loadout and head to the Rifleman range. You are required to meet Rifleman qualifications. Access inventory and inspect what is available. Right Alt-P opens the long-range radio interface. LR radios function in the same manner as SR radios. Set its frequency to 66. To transmit, hold left control for 1 second, then hold caps lock as well. When sending a message, start by stating the recipient's call sign followed by announcing your own. For example, recipient, this is sender. Once completed, relay your message. Be sure to use appropriate terminology. Some basics are affirmative, yes, negative, no. Say again, the message was unclear and it needs to be repeated. Interrogative, used before asking a question. Over, ending a message, awaiting a response. Out, ending a transmission. Wilco, roger, will comply, expressing acceptance of an order. Break, 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 interrupting active communications out of emergency. More terminology is listed in the Discord under TFT resources. An example of a transmission is recipient, this is sender, what is your position? Over. Continue holding left control caps lock for 1 second after completing the transmission. Only relay essential information to the platoon and your squad leader. Such information includes positioning, maneuvers, objective status, squad casualty status, and artillery coordinates. The squad leader may direct you to send messages as well. Radio operators also need to understand the basics of land navigation, video linked in the top right of the screen. Radio operator qualification. Meet Rifleman qualifications, then practice LR message sending and grid references until comfortable. For grid references, instructors will mark random positions on the map and expect the grid number and its numpad. The qualification is completed once the instructor feels comfortable with your performance. To learn about loadout customization, watch the video linked at the top right of the screen. Welcome to Arma 3's most hardcore tactical realism organization. The easy part is over and your adventure is about to begin. TFT's gameplay is complex and your mistakes will affect those around you. Be humble, persistent, and learn as much as you can. Our goal is to transform you into a critical thinker, a sharp-minded individual who can overcome extreme pressure and adversity. Go to the gym to train your body, come to TFT to train your mind. Good luck.